welcome back to another video. So as you can tell by the title of this video, I have been tagged to do the state challenge to raise awareness of men's mental health. I was tagged by Rob from Wild Camper YouTube channel. Thanks for the tag, Rob, and please do go and check him out. He's got an excellent channel. So it's been a bit disastrous really. I was supposed to do all the filming yesterday. I'm out on a camp at the moment, which you probably would have seen the video already, unless I put it up after this one. But got foggy really quickly and loads of people turned up, so I had to do the cooking side of things last night, and this morning, the day after, I'm doing the talking part, which should be at the start of the video. But yeah, men's mental health awareness. I've not been diagnosed with anything like that myself personally, although when I was younger I got through a bit of a bad time, and I did self-harm, which I didn't, you know, when I'm doing my videos I do try and hide the scars, but you know, with this tag, you know, I may as well bring it up. I did have suicidal thoughts as well. I don't believe I would have done anything, they were just thoughts. But you know, I'll show you now my wrist. I did slip my wrist, but obviously I never done it to kill myself, because I wouldn't have done it that way. Here I just cut myself with blades and stubbed cigarettes out of me. I've got a couple of lighter burns, but I'm going to show them. But yeah, all that's gone now. I don't do that anymore, and my advice to anyone who is doing that: speak to someone. Doesn't have to be a family member, doesn't have to be a friend. You know, you can call Samaritans. There's loads of different places you can phone up and confidentially talk to people. There's that one out of the way. When I was younger, nowadays I do struggle to get my words out. I struggle to think about what to say. That's why it takes me so long to do YouTube videos sometimes. I have to retake all the time. I never used to be like that. I used to be really sharp. I was on the ball. If someone said anything to me, I'll come straight back at a response. Yeah, I used to be really quick like that, and I'm not like that anymore. And it could be because I'm getting older now, I don't know, or I'm just thick, I don't know. But when I was younger, I used to take a lot of drugs. I hope I don't lose any subscribers for saying this, but you know, I used to drink loads, used to do drugs. I've never done heroin, nothing like that. Some of my friends did go into that, and I distanced myself from them. Yeah, but I think that's taken effect on me now. For a period it did make me very, very paranoid. So I suppose that is mental health, maybe self-inflicted mental health, or maybe because I'm getting older. I obviously don't do that anymore. I do drink, but I don't do drugs anymore. And some family members that I've gained through my wife might be shocked to hear that I used to do that. But yeah, that's long gone now. But once again, if you're young and you're watching this, don't get into that circle, because it will mess up your head and it'll give you mental health problems. And I suppose that's what I've got now. I used to be on the ball, I used to be sharp like I just said, but I think because of all that, I struggle to speak now, like I have done now. forget what words to say sometimes. So, you know, once again, if you are doing stuff like that, please don't, and to speak to someone, and you know, just don't do it. I'm just rambling on now. Also, I know he's not a man, but he's still a male. My son, one of my sons, he's autistic. He's diagnosed autistic. So once again, that's mental health. That can happen to anyone, adults as well. Well, obviously you would have been autistic when you was younger, but years ago. Someone's coming. Sorry about that. Some lady and a dog just come off round. Big guy, because I was on the road then. I didn't have to do anything. I was just yapping. So as I was saying, my son, he's autistic, and back in the day, you get chucked in hospital, mental hospital, and restrained, and can you imagine how that would have felt? Because knowing what we know now, they can't help it. They can't think the same way as us. They can't process things the same way as us, and that would have just been even scarier for them. You know, it's still all relatively new to me. I don't know a whole lot about it. Also, I forget things quite easily. Going back to what I was saying just a minute ago. And even whilst we were trying to get a diagnosis for my son, I carried on thinking, like I've always thought, that it's just an excuse for a naughty child, and it's really not. It's really not. They can't help it. They can't process things like we do, so then they have their meltdowns because they just don't understand it. You know, it's really hard for my son, and it's really hard for our family as well, and it affects all families when you've got someone with autism, because he's going through a stage of swearing a lot, and you know, we struggle to go to nice places because it's just so embarrassing, a young child swearing like that, and he can't help it. He really can't. When he has his meltdowns, whether you're on a bus, in a shop, or out for a meal, it's embarrassing, but he cannot help it, and everyone's looking at us. You know, one of our sons, he's younger, he copies everything, and that's not him being naughty, that's him copying. Our other son, he's getting a little bit depressed over it because he's having to give up everything. You know, when they're playing on a computer, he's got to give up the computer for him because the one with autism would have a meltdown, and it's really awkward. It's trying to get balances, and obviously that's going to carry forward with him into adulthood. He has no fear or no safety consciousness. Is that the right way to say it? I don't know. But that worries me. We're moving house, and we wanted a house in Exeter, but it's right, you know, you've got a massive tall bridge at the back of your garden. You won't think twice about climbing up on that, and if he fell. So it does affect our lives quite a lot. I'm just rambling on now, sorry. So for me, it's nice to get out and clear my head. And look at this, it's stunning. Yeah. So anyway, I have to tag 3 others. So my first tag is going out to, hold on, I better do the cooking bit actually. I'll put that up now. Welcome to my kitchen, the Dartmoor Explorer kitchen on Dartmoor. Got my little seat. It's my dinner. You'll see what that all is in a minute. Now I've brought this out. You would have seen this before. It's just basically like a stove. I've done my cotton wool balls in wax, so it's no different to hexy blocks. And I did bring some tin foil to put underneath to protect the ground, but I'm not on grass, this is soil. Also, don't tell the wife, I've got a microwave rack, which we've never used, and that will sit on top of there like that, and it would prevent this from opening up any further as well. Also, I'm going to need to use my gas stove. So let's see what I'm cooking. I will pick all these peelings up when I've finished. Water I got from the river, filtered. Time to get these cotton wool balls heated up. Now remember, you are not allowed fires on Dartmoor. This is different. You're allowed gas to cook with. You're allowed hexy blocks with a stove to cook with. This is no different, apart from its cotton wool balls. Oh, I ain't going to be able to light them with polos, am I? Wrong thing. That's a little bit better, a lighter. I think 4 would do for now. Now I'm going to heat this oil up, which has leaked, really hot, because out in the wild you don't have smoke alarms. Normally if you get it too hot at home, the smoke alarms tend to go off. Let's get the old chips on. So this is a show us your steak challenge. I was going to do a stew, a steak stew, but Rob, you beat me to that, mate. So I thought I'd do a mixed grill, as it's mental health. You know, you got your beef steak there, which you would associate as being a steak. Now, as I already mentioned, my son is autistic. And when he was older, for example, say if you sent him to the shop to go and get some steak, you know, most people would come back with a beef steak. But to him, if he come across the pork first, I'll show you the picture. This is pork steak. Now that would confuse someone who is autistic. Here we have gammon steak. Now have you come across that first? Nope. Would he get that instead of the beef steak? Also we have chicken. You wouldn't associate that with steak, would you? But no, that is a chicken steak. Once again I will show you a picture. So that is my show me your steak challenge. Let's get it cooking. Now to put the gammon on. What I've done with the pork, I've wrapped it up in tin foil to try and keep it warm. Let's get the old beef steak on there. Oh yeah. This chicken that I just put on, I forgot to mention earlier, because of what it is, I had to cook it at home, and I'm just reheating it now. Got my mushrooms in there, just about to put my eggs on, heat the chips again, then I would say we're probably done. Well, it's getting dark, I've had to put my light on. There we are, there's my bits grill. My gammon, chicken, pork and steak, beef, chips with the eggs underneath and some mushrooms. Not all the chips fitted on, I need a bigger plate, but that's how you cook on Dartmoor. So there's my steak challenge done. Okay, so yeah, everything was a bit of a nightmare, as you can see. That's why I've had to quickly do that dinner now. I couldn't eat it all. That was a massive meal. I'm sure there was something else I was going to say on that matter. I can't remember what it is now. I do apologise about the buzzing noise on a couple of bits of that. I can't redo it. It's just going to have to stay in now. So my 3 nominations will be Andrew from AM Bushcraft. You're tagged, mate. I hope you're good. Please go and check him out on YouTube. He's got a very good channel. He did do a lot of wild camping and bushcraft, then went on to hunting, well, pest control, but now he's getting back into the wild camping kind of, side of things. Excellent channel, please do go and check him out. My second nomination is going to Jay from Goonie Bushcraft. Once again, another very good channel from up north. He's done a lot of wild camping, more recently campervan camping, but he's getting back into the wild camping side of things. So please do go and check him out. Hope you're good, Jay. And lastly but not least, Paula and Adrian. YouTube channel is Paul and Age. Hope you're good, both of you. You're tagged as well. Please do go and check out their channel. They've got an excellent Dartmoor channel. It's one of the better ones out there, and just the way they put everything together, and the music, the scenery, it's great. So you two are tagged as well. I'll leave a link in the description to their YouTube channels, and that's it from me. Excuse me, it's not turned out how I wanted it to turn out, but that's just life, isn't it? So I hope you're all good, and I hope you're all happy, and catch you on the next video. Cheers.